very happy. He said, coach me in this game.
Mchana is the best
very happy. He coached me in this game.
Mchana is the PSPV.
The owner of car number UBJ187X. You wanted at the entrance here. UBJ187X. That's the Ugandan plate number. The owners of car number KDR026Z, KCU508G, KCV180X, KAW166Q, KDL334X, and KCM434U. Go to your cars, tafadhali. Paul, ongea na dadi. Adaki, kuja kwa chombo namba 1 or 2.
Failed to clear there. The 1 yellow remaining on the table. Patrick is in business here. Still with all 7 of his reds on the table. He could clear, not easy enough, but possible. Show us what you got, Patrick. Oh, I tip him to try and go for a clearance. Or is he measuring for a snooker there? Trying to see the best angle for a snooker, maybe by those reds, by the black. Somewhere near black there. He could snooker. One ball at a time. Good potting. Loving the confidence too. One ball at a time. He confidently shoots away. 4 reds to go. One of the finest players that Kenya has. Patrick Mwangi. This is Nelio from Portugal. Kudos to Mchana for bringing all this talent together from several countries, 10 or so I think, organizing such a brilliant show. Very well organized. Top-notch technology, top-notch players, top-notch environment, top-notch vibes, the ambience, the camaraderie. I'm loving it. Everything is good all around. The 2nd edition of the Mchana tournament here in Kenya. Even bigger and better than the one before. Keep on keeping on. A good cue ball control there. Patrick is now down to 2 reds. Small backspin and it should make good position for the last red. A little more roll would have been best. However, it's still a very good position for him. Easy enough. I think even for me, I could clear this. Pool made easy. Oh, pool made to look easy. And the black is down. Patrick Mwangi grabs the first frame of this match, taking an early lead 1-0. It's still early days. It's any man's game. Will Nelio pull back, or Patrick proved too strong for him? Too strong a competitor. But I think they both have what it takes. They both have it in them. They both have the fight in them. True sportsmen, highly skilled, disciplined too, very focused. The recipe for a good sportsman. They've got it all. Frame number 2 about to commence. Nelio should be breaking. He'll be breaking at all the even-numbered frames. It's alternate breaking. Patrick is breaking at all the odd-numbered frames after winning the lag and opting to break in the first frame. These two have been practicing for years to get to the level they are at now. Practicing and playing. Unfortunately, he scratches on the brakes there. They've been practicing, working at it. I think we all know champions keep playing until they get it right in their quest for success. And success is where preparation and opportunity meet. Needing also to make sure they do not succumb to any pressure. But they look well prepared. Prepared enough. It's not pressure. Unless you're not prepared, I believe. Free shot and a visit on an open table for Patrick. What will it be, reds or yellows for him? I think reds are looking a little better, from my perspective. But these players have a mind of their own. Let's see what he opts for. In theory, I think red is better. Is he going to open up the black first? Very confident, I would say. He did solve one problem, but creating another. Blocking off the path of one of his reds. Could close table with that one. Hitting the yellow first, potting the red, and leaving all his reds open thereafter. And that he does. Table closed, 5 reds to go. Is well on his way to recording his second win of the game. 1-0. Still early days. They're both yearning for that win, hungry for that win. They mean serious business. But then again, I firmly believe winning is not everything. But the zeal, wanting to win, is everything. They are both yearning for that win. And for me, that's what I like to see. Win or lose. The fight, for me, is what does it. And sometimes, you know, the only way to prove you're a good sport is to lose. We won't really know how good of a sportsman you are unless you lose. Sometimes true character comes out in those losses. Good shooting there, 3 reds to go for Patrick. Patrick Mwangi. Positioning for this last red appears to be very difficult from what I see. Good use of that yellow to stop the movement of the cue ball, stop it from running wild, but a cut doesn't look easy to the bottom right corner pocket. You could go for a bank shot to the bottom left. I think a bank shot would be his best bet here. Oh, okay, he's still gone for that cut. Managed to avoid the black. Crowd claps. Impressed they are.
Let's have Chileshe Mubanga from Zambia up against Emmanuel Semutakirwa.
And the black is down 2-0. He leads, continuing on his winning streak, taking an early lead. Good breaking there. Breaking and potting one red, and I tip him to try and go for an apple here. Reds are looking yummy. A lot yummier than the yellows. A clearance shouldn't be too difficult. Looks easy enough. Keyword looks. Even I would think I could clear this. I tell myself when I see such a layout, I tell myself, okay, I can clear this easily. I bend down onto the table. I take my first shot and I miss. Pull is hard, ladies and gentlemen, but they make it look easy. I'm a fan of all these top players. Table closed. Reds it is for Patrick, leading 2-0. One ball at a time. Concentrates, shoots away. 380 yellows remaining here before the black. It's tipped in Patrick's favor at the minute. It looks like he's most likely to record 3-0 score line here now. Down to the last red. Too much movement on the cue ball.
Adagi tokens, table number 4.
It's down to the last red. A bank shot maybe can solve that. Now, in retrospect, I think he should have started with that red when he had 2 reds remaining. I thought maybe he was pretty sure of his cue ball positioning, but he overran that, unfortunately for him. But fortunately for Nelio, your hair, he is back in business. His first real chance at a clearance here, to grab his first win of the day. Unfortunate scratch there from Nelio. Free shot and a visit for Patrick, who's just down to 1 red before the black. And in other news, on another table, we have Ishmael from South Africa racing against Sangu. In the second round, race to 7. Ishmael leads 3-1. Ishmael 3, Sangu 1. Back here, Patrick is on the verge of recording a 3-0 scoreline here against Nelio, who's been rather unfortunate in this match. So far, 3-0 it is in favor of Patrick Mwangi, the Kenyan star. Nelio needs to pull up his socks a little. Needs to fight hard to equalize, and number 4, Nelio breaks. Good for him for potting on the break there. Good break, opening up all the balls pretty nicely. You could go for either or here. Either class of balls would work, although your reds are better placed. Actually, no, I think yellows on second thoughts. But either or, nothing a top player cannot handle. I tip him to try and go for a clearance here. He desperately needs to, if is to try and ease off some of the pressure of him. If he played that a little harder, he'd have developed that red nicely. The red along the right hand side of the table, along that cushion there. Position. That was unfortunate. He could cut to the bottom right corner pocket. I think that's the easiest shot he's facing. Oh, careful of the black there. Got a little nervous for him. Like I normally do for these players. Sometimes I think I get so nervous, a lot more nervous than the players themselves. I feel heavily invested in the game, like I'm the one on the table. But I'm enjoying it. Hope you are all too. It's awesome. It's lit. It's happening. What a show. High five to Mchana for organizing. Table. The black is safe, but has opened up the game a little more for Nelio here. I tip him to try to record the first red apple of this match. I tip him to try and go for a clearance here. He needs to, if he's to pull back in any way. Table closed is maximized here, taking advantage of those reds. He looks confident enough. Scoreline is 4-0 in favor of Patrick, and Nelio is in control at the moment with advantage on this frame. I see Weldy Brian there in the comment section saying these players make pool seem easy. But for me, when you see me on the table, I play as if I don't want to. Yes, they do make it look easy. And for me, when I get onto the table, I think I can do it too. I bend over, attempt my first shot, and I miss. Pull is hard. From what I've experienced, they make it look so easy. 4 reds to go here for Nelio, the star player from Portugal, Nelio Jorge. Tenua Augustine watching from Kampala. Tugenda, high five. Thank you for joining us. Weldy Brian, you're complaining about the audio. How's it now? I hope you can hear me better now. Overall, I hope you are enjoying your viewing experience with good quality cameras. And he fails to make that pot after making good position. But he looks relatively safe enough. Quite defensive, the position he's left himself in. Patrick taking his time to think here and map out his pattern. Haruni G, high five and noted. Tenyo Augustine, high five. Little Enos, good to see you here. Thank you for supporting Mchana. As always. Ooh, how's that for cue ball control? Good top spin. Get some right English. I think there's a little bit of a gap there for him to squeeze through past the red's top right corner. But it's a very small gap. He needs to be very careful with it. If he manages the pot, he could open up the other yellow as well in the process. I think this will be a very defining shot as far as this frame is concerned. And he did not manage to. It was difficult, to be fair. Free shot on the visit for Nelio, who I predict is about to record his first win of the race. 4-0 it is. Patrick to the good. 2 reds for Nelio. I think he's about to take it to 4-1. He's taking his time to carefully think and map out. I'm thinking he wants to kick that yellow out of the way, the yellow that's blocking off, partially blocking off the path of the black there, so that he has a clear view of the black when he gets to it. Careful not to snooker yourself or pot the black or defend again. That was close. My heart stopped for a brief second there. Like I said, I sometimes get so nervous for these players. Unfortunate kiss off that yellow. I hope he'll be able to control his cue ball, not let it run wild, not go past the center line or snooker himself, which I think he just did. He's a very good player who I think has been rather... I don't know why he feels too wide. Yeah, it was a little too wide, just a little. He looks very disappointed in himself. That's unfortunate. And I think the scoreline is not a reflection of Nelio's talent or lack of. I think it's just been the more unfortunate of these two players, but they're both good. Both forces to be reckoned with. But surely whoever is in better form on the day will grab the day. One board at a time. Just 3 yellows to go. Which I have a 50% chance of clearing. I could even mess up such a simple looking layout of balls. That's how difficult I find pool to be. In executing shots, 50% chance. Nah, it's increased to 60%. 60% chance now for me clearing. Well, it's 100 for Patrick. 100% chance, I'm sure. And for me, I think the odds have gone up now to 95. Okay, and I think it's safe to say the black is down. Well done to him. Clean sheet so far. Following in the footsteps of Moses Mafia, 170 in the previous encounter against Senza Gomede. Will Patrick do the same? Or will Nelio step it up a notch? Engage a hand. Frame number 6, Nelio breaks and pots. Not an easy looking frame to clear. I reckon he could try close table with the reds, potting that red at the bottom right corner pocket and developing the other. No, he has some other plan, and that unmistakable sound of a miscue. He's even checking out his tip now. Unfortunate miscue here from Nelio. And Patrick is on the grind. Just 2 frames away from recording a win for this match to proceed to the next round. Nelio struggling a little, needing all 7 frames. It's crunch time. But hope you're enjoying, ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you are watching from. One too many mistakes from Nelio we've seen. But it happens to the best of well, not best of us, best of them. It happens. Everyone is prone to mistakes. And he's not immune. The referee is just announcing 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Oh, unfortunately there he's failed to close the table, giving a beautiful array of the yellow balls for Patrick to take advantage of here. I think he'll close table with the bottom left corner pocket yellow there and cruise away. This is likely to be done in this very visit, if he makes no mistakes. And yellows it is for Patrick. It's a pity. Nelio has been very unfortunate. For his sake, I hope he manages to pull back a little here. Couple of frames. Engage a different gear, minimizing on the mistakes. I think that's not quite the cue ball position Patrick had hoped for. Wanted to pot the bottom left corner pocket, but plan B, there's always a plan B. Plan B in progress. Good long range pot. He's a good potter. Careful not to scratch though. That was quite close. It's a full house here at Mchana. The vibe is awesome. The ambience, the crowd, disciplined and skilled players. Action is awesome. Day 3 of the Mchana Pub and Grill tournament. The 2nd edition of its kind. How's that for a drawback? Good position. Although I would snooker myself after this next shot. Guaranteed. Okay, 2 yellows remaining for Patrick. Okay, he's changed his shot selection here. I suppose he wanted to make sure he avoids either snookering himself or killing the black, so to speak. It's down to the last red. Sorry, not red. Yellow, my bad. Too much movement, I think. He wanted to go for top right corner pocket. He could still cut it thin to that same pocket. Or top left corner pocket if he has a clear path of it. Looks like he might have a clear path. So either or. Whatever rocks his boat. Top left corner pocket has rocked his boat, and he's rocked his way to a 6-0 scoreline. Rocked his way to the top of the hill. With the Nelio still struggling at the bottom. Will Nelio tell Patrick to hang 10 there while he climbs up to join him at the top there, at the top of the hill? Now he needs to win 7 straight frames. A very tall order. Nevertheless, it's possible. Let's see what Nelio does, what he dishes us here. Table closed. Yellows it is for Nelio. It's looking pretty good. Small backspin. Should be enough to make good position. Okay, he's not going for center first. He's going for the corner pocket. Good position for the next pot. Just needs to make sure he avoids any collision on the way. He's been quite unfortunate with a couple of collisions in earlier frames, and that has costed him thus far. And he's done it just right. Well done. Good positioning. And I think he's about to record his first win of this match. Can we safely say it's 6-1? 6-1 loading? I think so. Samuel Zion is predicting 7-0. Can I make a counter prediction? I predict that your prediction is incorrect. Okay, he's down to the black. And officially, Samuel Zion prediction is wrong. It's not 7-0. As it is now 6-1, he's just won his first frame of the day. He needs to pull back 6 straight frames. It's 6-1 now to Patrick. Basically, Patrick needs what Nelio has, and Nelio needs what Patrick has, which is 1 and 6 respectively. He needs to pull back 6 straight frames. Tall order, but possible nevertheless. How about I predict a decider? I said earlier, Patrick now needing what Nelio has, and I said earlier, Patrick now needing what Nelio has, and Nelio needing what Patrick has, which is 1 and 6 respectively. He needs to pull back 6 straight frames, which is getting a little more unlikely now after that scratch. Patrick needs to maximize. Will he? Does Nelio still have any hope for a recovery here? Too many mistakes, which Patrick has for sure managed to maximize on thus far. 6-1 it is. Massive gap between the two. All the games so far today on the TV table have more or less been more one-sided, with the first match being between Jeremiah Naidu from South Africa versus Kelvin Kandu from Zambia. Jeremiah won 7-3 in that encounter. The next TV table match was Senzo Gumede from South Africa versus Moses Mofia, aka Mofaya from Zambia. Mofia swept that one clean 7-0 now. This is the third TV table match of today on day number 3 of the Mchana Pub and Grill tournament. It is 6-1, a massive frame gap between the two. It was 6-0. Nelio just managed to win one in the previous frame. And now Patrick shoots away. Samuel Zai, and you're asking where Nelio Hohe is from. He is from Portugal, and his opponent, Patrick Mwangi, is Kenyan, one of the best players in Kenya. Is shooting away on the Reds. Reds are looking better. Will he clear? I think he's struggling a little to formulate his pattern here. That was his initial choice, but he messed up on the position of the cue ball. I think he didn't want it to be too much of a straight shot, as he had wanted to pot that red near the top right corner pocket after that, with the cut on the previous red that he just sent packing. Plan B seems to be working so far. Could pot that red in the center of the table, making position for that red at the top right corner pocket. Or some other plan, which did not work unfortunately for him, but fortunately for Mr. Yoa here. Will he clear? He must make sure. It's crunch time. The pressure is on. But, like an old man once said to me, it is not pressure unless you're not prepared. What a, almost said what a good shot. I thought he'd snooker there. Didn't manage a snooker, but it's a relatively good defensive position. Difficult position for Patrick to take off from, to make a pot from. It's also difficult for Nelio to clear in this next visit, largely due to these two reds that are blocking off the bottom left corner pocket. He has two yellows that are gunning for the pocket. You could bank one to center, develop the other, or some other awesome plan. Sort of off the mark in terms of the cue ball position that he was going for, I think. And I think a skill shot here is practically impossible. Okay, maybe he could go for these two yellows, the bottom right corner pocket, while playing to then bank to center after that. And he's not successful, leaving Patrick with a clear shot on his reds to attempt a finish. I think he'll go for center. Maybe let his cue ball bounce off and roll a bit. Then play that other red near center next, making sure he makes position for this last set of balls at the bottom left corner pocket. Position, position, position. Not the best. Couple of options for him there. He could bank to center. He could pot the one in the bottom left corner pocket. Or let's see what he will do. Attempt failed. Nelio is back in business with good position for his yellows. His next shot. Patrick looks disappointed in himself. Though if I were him, I wouldn't be. I'm sitting on 6-1. And even if I mess up once or twice, I still have a relatively good chance at a clearance, which I think he does. Nelio must maximize here. Combination shot, I think, at the bottom right corner pocket. And then playing his cue ball for the next. Oh, he's not going for that. He's preferring to leave himself in the same defensive position that he's had at this bottom right corner pocket, defending off that red and the black, and removing the prospect of a skill shot for Patrick. Good thinking and execution. He didn't make the pot, but it's not always about potting. He's created some sort of advantage for himself. Good for him. He's being a bit tactical here, with good reason too. I think Patrick may have even been trying to snooker there. He didn't manage it. Chance to Patrick, although it's a fairly horrible chance. It's not easy for him to clear here. This bottom right corner pocket's giving him a bit of a headache. But I think from your view, it's actually not bottom right corner pocket. Should be top right corner pocket. That's where the whole deal lies here. But seemingly advantage to Nelio. It's trailing horribly. 6-1 scoreline in a race to 7. Actually, second thoughts, not a bad shot. You could try and snooker here while opening up the yellow that is defended off by one of Patrick's. Unfortunately, he did not snooker. That execution was off, unfortunately for Nelio, but good for Patrick. Is back in business with a shot at this. He could opt for corner pocket, bottom left corner pocket, or long range pot to the top left corner pocket. I preferred if it had gone for the other red though. It's easier to make position. It looks like you can just make that center pocket pot. He almost snookered that red that he's going for now, but he managed it just right. And he'll be down to one last red. If he perfects it, and then the black. No, he messed up. Cue ball position. Was that roll necessary though? Too much roll on the cue ball. Could have played it a little softer. Black also has a clear path to the corner pocket. Or could you use Nelio's yellow to kick the black in? Careful not to scratch there. There's a yellow threatening to help the cue ball's path into the pocket, or the black. Oh, what a skill shot. What a way to end the day. I did not see that coming. Well done to him. Congratulations to Patrick Mwangi. Just hang 10 as I go to interview him. Tough luck to Nelio Giorgio, who's just lost a 7-1. I'll just like to quickly interview our winner, Patrick. Congratulations for the win. All right, how do you feel after the match?
I'm happy. I've won, and I'm waiting for the next match.
All right, you gave us a very good show. You put up a very good show. Good luck for you in your next couple of rounds. Do you see yourself winning the tournament, grabbing the first prize?
I'll do my best.
All right, I hope you do. Good luck to you for the following rounds, and kudos. That's it from me.